everybody, and welcome to the Tournament Center here at Pro Tour Shadows over Innistrad in Madrid, Spain. I'm Brian David Marshall. I'm here with Pro Tour Return to Ravnica top 8 competitor, Eduardo Sajgalik. Eduardo, what is this crazy brew you brought to play Standard with here in Spain?
I mean, so
the octopus is great in Spain.
Yeah, pulpo a la gallega is like one of my favorite dishes, so we got to keep it on flavor, right?
Yeah. So tell me about this deck.
Right, so my teammate Francesco Giorgio got some intel on the worst kept secret, which was basically a deck with Demonic Pact and Crush of Tentacles. So the idea is Demonic Pact is obviously super powerful, but you only want to have free activations. The fourth one where you lose the game is not great. So what you try to do though is you get your value from your Demonic Pact. Like Disperse is a bit weak, so the idea is to get Crush of Tentacles to bounce them all. And we complete it all as well with the engine, which is Dark Petition. So the idea is to play the Demonic Pact out. Like let's say that's turn 4, you get your turns of value, 1, 2 free. Turn 7, you got your Dark Petition. You definitely get Spell Mastery. You'll see later all the spells in the deck for sure. And then you tutor Crush of Tentacles and Surge it, which means that you get to bounce your Demonic Pact and basically restart the whole engine while having an 8/8 in play, bouncing your opponent's board as well.
So I know it's Pro Tour Shadows over Innistrad, but maybe it's supposed to be Pro Tour Dark Petition, because this card seems to be having a huge breakout weekend.
Yeah.
So that's the core. That's your engine.
Yeah, this is like the core of the deck for sure. Like, and Demonic Pact's probably is obviously the most powerful card, but like the fact that you get to play 4 Demonic Tuners in your deck is really fantastic as well.
Okay, so what do you do to make this all like come together?
Right, so like, I mean, the ultimate price is kind of like one of complementing the 4 grasps over there. But essentially, we found Standard is so creature-based at the moment. We thought it was going to be White Weenie, Band Company, a lot of creature decks. And we felt that Grasp was the card you wanted because it kills all the creatures in Standard. So we put 4 Grasps as a key removal spell. We put ultimate price in case someone has like an Always Watching and an Avacyn like slightly above. Languish we found was also really good. So the idea is like you just buy time with these. This is kind of a tutor target for the, basically, not the Demonic Pact, Dark Petition. So to kill, like, it kills a creature outright, or you can get to kill Planeswalker if for some reason you don't draw this. I have never used the mode Destroy Target Planeswalker as much as I have this weekend. I mean, essentially, like, being able to destroy, like, a Flip Jace, or a Chandra, or a Nahiri,
a Sorin,
whatever it is. I mean, in testing, there was a game where there was a Gideon in play. My opponent played Sorin, so I countered it, destroyed the Gideon. It's kind of...
It's pretty good. Also, returning target permanent to its owner's hand.
Exactly.
Pretty good with Demonic Pact.
Yeah, so one thing if you're trying this deck out at home, or if you want to play against it, is be very careful with this card. We actually used to play free but cut down 1, because if you can only return a permanent, then in Pact is the only permanent in play. There's no non-creature spells. There's no creatures. You can't play this card because you have to choose 2. So our strategy, if you have no outs against the Pact, was okay. I'll play nothing. Hope. It actually worked well, which was kind of surprising.
All right, let's take a look at some more of the cards in Demonic Tentacles here. Sphinx's Tutelage is an interesting card to me. What's going on over here?
So we weren't sure if like the Pact deck was going to be good, or if there was like another control deck we hadn't considered. This is a way to make sure you're winning your matches in time. Also, like this deck doesn't deal with this card at all. So we thought if this was a bigger deck, then having just 1 card for the mirror was a very low slot. And we get to also discard it to the other engine of the deck, which is Oath of Jace. So Oath of Jace, it's a bit surprising to play 4, right? So I'll try to explain this. So basically, you're playing 4 Oath of Jace, essentially as like card filtering because a lot of your cards are conditional. It also comes back with Crush of Tentacles, though. Okay. So you get to like rebuy the Oath of Jace, and it protects you versus Dromoko's command. So like you just sack the Oath of Jace, you don't care, the Demonic Pact stays in play. I have gone into Scry 1 a bunch of times this tournament. Once because I stole something, which is also great. With this guy.
Dragon Lord Silumgar.
Yeah, just having 1 copy in the deck was wonderful for because, you know, there's a bunch, like a lot of the Planeswalkers in this format have abilities that essentially suicide them.
Sure.
So Sorin suicides itself. Gideon kind of suicides itself. Chandra the same. So like a lot of the Planeswalkers, because they, well, essentially minus themselves to nothing, Silumgar sometimes just, auto kills a Planeswalker, gets you a ton of value from it. Sometimes, but of course you get to steal an Avacyn, Sylvan Advocate, whatever it is. Like, it just buys you a ton of time, and it's a good alternative win condition. And then we have Duress and Disperse. So Disperse is kind of the cheap way to get Demonic Pact back.
Right.
If you don't have the mana or you're playing around counter spells, it's okay. It's clearly the worst card in the deck, but sometimes you have to get it. And Duress. So I wasn't sure about Duress in a creature format, but because there were a couple of reasons why we ran 2. Because all the creature decks still have some spells, Always Watching or Collected Company. You can get something from it, Dromoka's Command as well. But more importantly, it's for the Surge. So because this costs 1 mana, you get the Surge of Tentacles on turn 6 against some decks by going Duress Crush.
Right, you'd be like, oh, you got nothing? Okay, pick everything up and make an Octopus.
Yep, that's the one.
All right. So what else goes into this deck? How do you make this all work with your mana?
Right. So you notice the double black grasp. Like, you need 4 black for the deck to operate properly. So that's why we're playing 12 swamps.
Wow.
Being fully honest with you, I'm not even sure about the 4 here. I want all of my lands to come into play untapped, and I've already been punished a bunch of times because I played a 4th today.
Okay.
So having lands untapped is pretty important. If you were going to run this deck back, I would actually consider cutting 1 or 2 of these, which seems weird, but...
Okay. And then what would you replace them with? More swamps, more islands?
Probably an even mix. You still need islands, but the big addition for me was the Blighted Fen. Simply because, in the testing process, we went, I want to tutor a land, but I don't want a land that does nothing. That seems suboptimal. So I realized, we looked up, and this was the best one. And it kills Lumbering Falls, it kills single threats like Avacyn that are flashed in. It kills Ojutai. So it's a really good addition to the deck. The fact that it's part of your mana base is really good.
Okay. And then what else do we have? Is that the...
That's the deck.
That is the deck. Okay. So Octopus, delicious in Spain, delicious in Friday Night Magic, something you might want to try at home. For Eduardo Sajgalik, this is Brian David Marshall signing off from the Tournament Center.